What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back with a transfer rumor, target video, I should say. We'll get into it in a bit. It's regarding the goalkeeping position, and I think a lot of it makes sense. You can disagree, let me know in the comments. But before I get into it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, of course, drop your thoughts below if they're sensible. Thank you to Carl, who's become a new member of the channel. Thank you so much. Link is in the description. Becoming a member helps me out, helps the channel out, and goes a long way to show your support as well. Now, this video, I need to make this very clear. This has an asterisk next to it, and this is if Leeds United do not gain promotion. Now, we are still in the top two race as it stands. The Ipswich commentary game hasn't been played as of yet, but I want to not be proactive because I'm really not looking forward to scouting more championship players for next season. But there's one that has just become a layup. It really is so obvious to do that it just hits you in the face. And I need to make it clear, though, this is only if we fail to gain promotion, this video, okay? Only if that. So please put that caveat right next to this. But for all intents and purposes anyway, the club, regardless of promotion, should be looking to sell Illan Meslier. I think that is abundantly clear. And it isn't just to do with the QPR performance where he saved one shot on 5, conceding 4. That is not it. It's just a culmination of his performances over the last couple of years. Has he improved this season? A little bit, but a lot of it was to do with the defense and midfield in front of him in that glorious run that we had from January till the international break. And, I'm not speaking to the Illan Meslier stance here because you can't tell them anything, but what the club should do is try and get maximum value for him and sign this 1 million goalkeeper to replace him. And I don't know what Meslier's valuation would be. I think if the club could get 12 million at this stage after add-ons, I think that would be sensational because his stock is on the floor. You're not going to get, and this is no bias talking. We were talking about a goalkeeper at one time. We thought was going to be a 20, maybe even 30 million goalkeeper with the way that he was projected to move. But he has regressed so bad that it would be a shock if we got 12 million. I think the 49ers would do very well to get that. But what I would say is get the money for him and get this goalkeeper instead. The goalkeeper in question is Rotherham United's Viktor Johansson. And there are so many metrics. I'm not going to go through all the metrics. They're freely available online for you to look at how good this goalkeeper's been for Rotherham. We've seen him himself when he's played against Leeds. I've seen him in other games where he's kept Rotherham in it as much as he can. But, he's getting peppered every game. And that doesn't always mean that the goalkeeper's good. We've seen it before, haven't we, where goalkeepers face a ton of shots. Then they go to a team that's better where they don't have to do so much. And all of a sudden you see that maybe their concentration, maybe their goalkeeping isn't as good without facing a ton of shots. This goalkeeper for me is different. And at this level, he is going to be very, very widely courted. Sheffield United are apparently already in for him. Stoke City are in for him, and I would suggest that there's going to be a whole host of other clubs that will be in for him, as his relegation release clause is reportedly for 1 million. Now, you think if you sell Illan Meslier for maybe even if you get the 5-6 million for him for Meslier, you replace him with Viktor Johansson for 1 million in the championship. I don't know if you can put that money towards maybe legacy bills or maybe even improving the squad. I've always said in the championship, please go back to the start of the season. All you need in this division is average goaltending. You don't need a spectacular goalkeeper. Leicester have been an outlier. They've had, spectacular team and a good goalkeeper in their ranks. But you really only need an average goalkeeper to keep you in certain games, and you'll be fine in the champ. It is not the Premier League where the shots are more difficult, they're more varied. The goalkeepers in this division do not have to be the greatest in order for you to be promoted. It's your outfield players you need to concentrate on. And Viktor Johansson is more than an above average goalkeeper in this division, which he's proved. So it makes all the sense in the world. If I'm Leeds United and we don't get promotion, and again, hopefully that doesn't happen, I am getting this guy first thing. Rotherham United, here's the million, get him signed up. And do it early. Listen, I know some clubs don't like to do business early because you don't want to be paying the players' wages in inactive months, but he's going to have a lot of suitors come the summertime. And this goalkeeper here, is commanding. When he gets a punch on it, it goes the distance. He's a great shot stopper, which is what we don't have right now. We have a good shot stopper, or average shot stopper, I should say, and he will give you the focus needed in order then to concentrate on other areas of the pitch if you get this guy in. Now, just a couple of numbers to back it up. I won't hit you over the head with these. Again, these are readily available. Um, but you look at a save percentage for Rotherham United, and he gets peppered, by the way. You know, he's doing very well to be in this conversation here up top with an almost 70% save percentage. I think that is excellent in terms of the shots on target against, as you can see, way above anyone else in the league. You know, guy's a busy boy. He's a busy boy. But then if you look at our own, you know, Illan Meslier, and again, he was missing for a couple of games, so pro-rata some of these numbers. But look at that. Shots on target against 123, 84 saves. Listen, you're not getting very far with that kind of goaltending if the attack and the other players don't do what they're supposed to do. And look at Leicester City, and this is another metric here. Okay, not hitting you over the head with it. Um, let me just get that on the screen for you. Is expected goals based on how likely the goalkeeper is to save. Hold on, save the shot. All right, so that's the metric here. Look at Leicester City, just clear plus 6.3. But more impressively, with the amount of shots he has to face, Rotherham 2.1. And again, Viktor Johansson missed the game in the last one because they're looking at their next goalkeeper as they're getting ready for life without him in League One. But if you want to have a look at Leeds United, minus 3.6. So it's not just your eye test that is telling you that Illan Meslier isn't doing his job. The numbers also back it up. And there's more numbers, people. You can go into it, as I say, detail it yourself. I found these on fbref.com. So if you want to have a look there. And there was just another quick number in terms of something else with progression. And we're talking distribution here. Again, he's launched the most, not even close in this league, but he's got an almost 40% completion rate of long attempted passes. Okay. We go down to Leeds United, and it's a 25% rate, succession rate. So you're talking there an upgrade in shot stopping, distribution, and just a commanding goalkeeper, something we haven't had with Illan Meslier for a long time. And I think it is time that, like I say, it doesn't matter for me if we're in the Championship or Premier League, we get a new goalkeeper and say goodbye. And another thing for me, it's just it's a small thing though, but as a creator, I then don't have to listen to any excuses for Viktor Johansson if he's had a poor game. I think people will call it out. But the problem is when Meslier has a poor game, he has defenders in there, and they usually Bielsa stand leftovers that just defend him no matter what. They can be shot straight at him that go in. They'll say it's not his fault, much like the one against QPR and in the previous game against Middlesbrough. But look, that is what I think. I think it's a layup. I think it is so obvious it just hits you over the head. But I want to say this: Viktor Johansson, would I take him to the Premier League? I don't know, because I've got other targets in mind that I think are more Premier League level, like ready made for the Premier League, and will be a little bit more pricey, but not too expensive, because I know we still have to work within a certain parameter. But I do have other goalkeepers, but I'm not opposed to taking him if he wants to be competition for this number one that I would have. I'm not going to reveal his name on this video, but I could also see someone like Ipswich, who have also had pre-average goaltending themselves, looking at Viktor Johansson. So we do need to get in there. To no surprise, just before I go, I'm sure you've already seen it now, as our game against Southampton has been selected for Sky Sports. Lost count of how many games that is, but we are just, they may as well have just called it Sky Sports Leeds. That meme has become a reality. We're always on there, but hopefully there is something to play for in terms of Ipswich dropping points against Coventry, and then it really becomes a final intense day. Because if it is Ipswich beating Coventry tomorrow, as I'm recording this, I don't see them losing at home to Huddersfield. Not at all. No, it would be the biggest shock of the season for me. So we need to have, Ipswich having to play for something in that final game. Otherwise, this game could be inconsequential. But yeah, listen, people, that is it for the video today. Let me know your thoughts on anything that you've seen today. What would you do? Would you sell Meslier? If not, give me reasons why. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, people. Peace out.